Today, we're talking about 4 profitable business ideas that you can use today if you're looking to start a business in 2023 or beyond. The profitable business ideas that we're going to discuss are all small businesses, good options for women entrepreneurs, and can be started for less than $500. If that sounds good to you, hit that like button and let's get started. The first business idea that we have is creating a business around newborn and post pregnancy services. A business idea that can be profitable in this area would be the doula business. Now, if you don't know what a doula is a trained person who's there to help an expectant mother all throughout pregnancy and through labor. They are there to keep you calm and focused, and they can also help be your advocate if you decide to deliver in a hospital. Doulas are in high demand, and the demand is only increasing, and people are willing to pay good money for their services. Between 2017 and 2022, the doula industry actually grew an average of 4.5%, and it doesn't look to be decreasing anytime soon. On a scale of profitability, we give this business idea 4 stars. That's because to become a doula, you will need to actually have between 7 and 27 hours of birth education and postpartum doula training. You will also have to attend some birthing sessions and after delivery sessions in order to become certified. So it does take some education and some training. Just to let you know, the average doula school tuition is between $300 and $500, which isn't that bad. Especially if we let you know, based on the research that we found on vbacklink.com, certified doulas can make anywhere between $15,000 to $100,000 a year, and established doulas can actually charge at least $1,000 per birth. If you like helping others and have a calm and focused presence, we think this is a great business idea. The next profitable and lucrative business idea we think you should know is the painting business. In times of a recession, people start to take care of the things they currently have instead of spending money on something new. This is especially true when it comes to your home. One of the quickest ways to make your home look brand new or renovated is to give it a new paint job. And this is where this business comes into play. Painting may seem easy, but it can be quite involved, especially when you start dealing with removing wallpaper, skim coating walls, or just doing a very good job in painting, especially if you have to paint evenly. These are all skills that not everyone has, and these are skills that you can learn online or through practice on your own home. If you want, you can also take a course on professional painting. When we were getting quotes to paint our houses, it wasn't uncommon for us to get quotes of $400 to $1,000 a room. Now, the hard part was not finding a painter, it was finding a professional painter. And that's when you can really make a difference in this field. This business is not only profitable, but it's wide open to someone who can be professional on top of being a good painter. If you're organized, punctual, and can communicate well, this is a great business opportunity for you. Another benefit is that you don't even have to do the painting yourself. You can hire other people to do the work for you and serve as the point of contact for the client. On a scale of profitability, we give this business idea 4 stars. With the right marketing strategy, and when it comes to painting, word of mouth is still the best marketing strategy when it comes to painting, along with social media. And if you combine that with good customer service and quality work, you can be profitable before your second job. The next profitable business idea we think could do well in 2023 and beyond is actually private online music tutoring, or just private online tutoring in general. The pandemic made working harder for a lot of people, but one group that actually benefited from it was tutors. They were able to charge the same amount of money that they were charging before the pandemic, but were able to decrease their costs because they didn't have to travel. All they had to do was turn up their laptop, and they were able to still host that tutoring session with their client. Online tutoring allowed tutors to, one, cut their travel time and add on more clients because they didn't have to travel to each one. All they had to do was book hour by hour. Online tutoring definitely was the rage during pandemics, but I think it still is going to be the case now. Now, I know Nadia definitely loves online tutoring, so she can definitely tell you her experience with it. Now, I'll tell you, my daughter started taking flute lessons just before the pandemic started, and then after 2 months, we had to stop in person training and we switched to Zoom. This was beneficial for 2 reasons. One, my daughter could continue to do something and keep occupied while we were staying in the house and quarantining. But on the other hand, it also helped out her music tutor because all of his gigs were canceled. So he was relying on the tutoring money online and he actually made a lot more money. I've also started using tutoring when it comes to online language training. I'm in the process of learning French, but I don't have time to go back and forth to a class every day. Online tutoring with a live tutor when it comes to French has been beneficial for me to increase my fluency, but at the same time, it lessens the time that I need to go back and forth to a class.
Now, you see, having tutoring online actually benefits the business owner and the customer. Both sides get what they want, which is the tutoring session, but can lower their costs and their travel time. Parents love giving their kids online tutoring sessions, and as parents too, we love doing online tutoring where we can save time by traveling, but also get the skills that we want to learn. On a scale of profitability, we give the online tutoring business 5 stars. We give this business higher stars than the other business ideas that we gave because all you need to start this business is an internet connection, a computer, and a camera and an instrument if you're teaching music. And if not, you just need yourself, okay? You have to do a little marketing just like you would have with any business to get your first customers. But again, word of mouth works wonders in this industry.
Speaking about creating a business that caters to both parents and children, another profitable business idea is enrichment activities for children. If you're good at arts and crafts, or can sing a nursery rhyme with a smile and some style, or can you just keep children entertained while they're learning a new skill, then this business is for you. Parents are always willing to spend money on an activity that would keep their kids from in front of the TV, keep them entertained, or teach them a new skill. And if it's done by a professional, that's a bonus. There's research that nearly half of American families spend $1,000 a year at least on children activities. Now, speaking from personal experience, Nicole and I are very frugal people, but I can tell you now we spend a lot more than $1,000 a year on our children because we put our money where it's needed and our children need it the most, especially when it comes to activities. Now, you can keep the overhead costs of this business very low just by partnering with some local businesses in the area or with some franchises. For instance, if you do nursery rhymes or anything like that, you can make a deal with a local cafe so that you're performing there for free and then they may get a take off the door, or they just want new customers in and experience a cafe and buy stuff while they're there. This is also a business idea that you don't have to do full time. You can start part time and build your way up. Some of the best businesses I've seen in this area only run through school holidays or summer breaks, and they make a ton of money during those times that they don't have to work for the rest of the year. You don't even need a brick and mortar location to run a business like this. You could do it online or use a public park. If you do this business well, you will have no problem getting clients because parents love telling their friends about the new enrichment activities they're doing for their children, and then those parents will want to join with them, especially if your pricing is good. Sometimes it doesn't even matter what you're charging, they're going to want to get in it anyway. Now, you may be saying, okay, twins, all of these businesses sound great and easy to start, but don't most businesses fail in the first year? So, how do you know I'll be profitable if I decide to start one of these businesses? You know what? That is true. A lot of businesses do fail in the first year. But we're going to give you some tips right now to help you avoid some of the common pitfalls that make these businesses fail when they're first starting out. To give your business the highest chance of success when you're first starting out, you need to focus on 3 things. 1, good money management. 2, discipline and management processes. And 3, a marketing strategy that lets people know you started this business and put your name out there so people know where to find you.
Probably the number one reasons why most businesses fail within the first year is because they run out of cash because of poor money management and they actually take out more loans than they can handle.
I've seen this firsthand when it came to running a cafe business. Do you know how many times I was able to get brand new equipment from places that only open for 6 months or didn't even get a chance to open from auctions because they spent all their money on new equipment and had no money to run their business? So you have people like me scoop it up.
You would be surprised at how little money it takes to actually run a business. Now, everyone wants to start a business with a lot of money, but what you really need to start a business with is actually resourcefulness. If you don't have the resources to depend on, or you don't depend on resources in terms of money, it will force you to start being creative and find ways to have your business survive and be unique. In order to be profitable, your number one thing is to keep your costs low. Don't try to be fancy. Try to keep your costs low so your company can be profitable and survive.
At the beginning, when you're starting your business, you're going to have to work very hard and put a lot of hours in getting that business up and running. And in a lot of these businesses, you may be the only person working this business. So, in order to help you not burn yourself out, you need to put in good processes and stick with those processes to help you manage your business and not make you quit. We're looking to run a business, not own a job. Don't complicate things by giving your customers too many options to choose from. Start with the bare minimum you can do to provide a great service. This is sort of like starting off by creating a minimum viable business. You start off with what you can do to start making money, and then you grow from there. Once you're making money, you can get feedback from your customers to see what you need to do to make your business better and what services you can add that will really benefit them. Also, when it comes to discipline and management, make sure you're good at managing your time. You want to be on time and be consistent as much as possible, if not all the time. It doesn't matter what business idea you have. If you're not on time or where you need to be when you said you were going to be there, that is going to hurt your reputation as a business owner and impact your profitability. This is a business that you're responsible for, so make sure you treat it like a business and not a hobby.
Now, when it comes to starting a small business, especially with these business ideas, you're really going to have to be your own marketing company. You need to have a social media presence and start building your brand. You really don't even need to have a website at this moment. All you need is to have a way for your customers to be able to find you. So figure out who your customers are and then get on the platforms that they actually are using to find businesses like yours.
Now, here's a tip when it comes to social media. If you are running a business that is focused on local customers, Facebook is the best platform for you.
Using free platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook and putting content on it is free and will help you get the word out. But it does take time. You can also do ads as well, but remember our first point. Your job is to keep your costs low so that you can make more profit.
If you do more research on these business ideas and take into account the tips that we gave you to help you survive your first year, we have no doubt that these will be profitable businesses for you. If you like this video, make sure you show these twins some love and share this with at least 3 of your friends. And we'll see you in the next.